The Life and Times of Georgia Blizzard. It's rare that the southern folk art world is hit with a blizzard, but in the late 20th century, it was hit with the Georgia blizzard. Georgia Blizzard was a southern folk artist who worked with clay. She was considered a potter. She was born in Saltville, Virginia on the 17th of May, 1919. When Georgia Blizzard was young, her family moved to Plum Creek. Georgia's mother was Irish. Her father was an Apache Indian who moved all the way from Arizona before meeting Georgia's mother. She was married in 1940 to Willard Michael, who died in 1954, only a few years after their marriage had begun. They had one daughter together named Mary. Georgia Blizzard completed 8 years of schooling while living on a farm in Virginia. She was very poor growing up, so she and her sister May learned how to dig clay out of the banks of the creeks and heat it up to make it hard. Because Georgia Blizzard did not have much schooling and nobody ever taught her how to be a potter, she is considered a folk potter. She could also be considered a memory potter because she used the memory of her childhood to help her sculpt. In other words, Georgia Blizzard used pottery to make her feel good about life, because when she would sculpt or make things out of clay, she would feel like a kid again instead of a sad old lady. Georgia would color her clay with mud, bark, and other things that she found in nature all around her Virginia home. She first used the sun to dry out her clay. Later on, though, she was given a coal-fired kiln. Still later, a college near her home gave her an electric kiln. By the way, a kiln is just a silly word for a big oven that turns soft clay hard. When Georgia and her sister May were young women, they would reproduce Appalachian Indian relics and sell them as real artifacts. Though this may seem a bit wrong, you have to remember that life in Appalachia was very difficult, and people would do whatever they had to do to stay alive. In fact, in 1958, Georgia had to have one of her lungs removed because she had become very sick. This was yet another reason for Georgia Blizzard and her sister to sell Indian relics. But Georgia began making unique sculptures after working in a textile mill when she was in her 20s. Her pottery comes in a wide variety. Some pieces are utilitarian, meaning that they can be used to do something in life. Examples of functional pottery by Georgia Blizzard are her clay jugs, which have funny-looking faces on them, as well as other body parts. We call this utilitarian or functional because a jug isn't just a piece of art, it can hold water and other things. Some of Georgia Blizzard's other pieces are sculptures that she made just for looks. They usually involve the bodies of people or animals in a natural environment. They usually have a lot of movement to them, without too much balance. After some people began to take notice of Georgia Blizzard's pottery, her artwork became popular, and many people began to buy it. This meant for Georgia that she did not have to struggle to survive so much, which ultimately led to her having more free time to create pottery. Sometimes Georgia Blizzard would write poems on the bottom of her clay pots. The poems would be about life and would have something to do with the sculpture on the clay pot. Georgia Blizzard's art was what people call dark. This means that Georgia sculpted about the sad parts of life, more than the happy times. Sometimes artists choose to express themselves in a dark way because they feel bad about something in life, and when they express that bad feeling, they suddenly feel better. Georgia Blizzard was a lot like that. She would create dark pieces, but she would feel like a happy little girl again. Georgia Blizzard died in Chilhowie, Virginia, on the 1st of June in 2002, at the age of 83. She lived a long, productive life in the hills of Virginia. She was truly a blessing to the world of Southern folk art.
Take 'em away, Lord. Take away these chains from me. My heart is broken 'cause my spirit's not free. Lord, take away these chains from me. Some birds' feathers are too bright to be caged. I know I'm not that colorful, but a bird just the same. Open up your gate now, let me put down my load, so I can feel at ease and go back to my home. Take 'em away, Lord. Take away these chains from me. My heart